Hey, scholars. Nice to see everyone. I see you tried to give a valid attempt on this part two practice. Unfortunately, many of you, didn't really work out. So I want to explain to you how you get the answer and see the little tricks that come with the AP. So what we're going to do is I'm going to share this answer key with you, or it's been shared with you. And the reason why it's been shared with you individually, there's only a couple of you, is because you had a little bit of trouble and we want to explain so you can get credit, and more importantly, so you can be prepared for the exams. They're just about a month away. All right? Now, in the first one, it asks the question, what is the total benefit? All right? What is the total benefit of purchasing 2 bottles of water and 1 unit of good X? The only problem is in the table, it's the marginal benefit. All right? It's the marginal benefit. So you don't go 24 minus 18 is 6. No. What you have to do is do 24 plus 18, because if this is the marginal, we know the total benefit at 1 is 24, and then it goes to 18. So that's the marginal. So therefore, we'd have to add the two together to realize that the total benefit for 2 bottles is 42, if I do the math right in my head. And 1 good of X would be 42 plus 24, which is 66. Because that's a trick. They do that a lot. You see how they say the total benefit here, but the table only says the marginal benefit, so you have to work backwards. All right? So now, assume the price of good X, and here's the answer, 66. For A. So for B, now the answer is 39. How do we get $39? Assume the price of good X is $5. Calculate the total consumer surplus if she buys 3 units of good X. Well, the price of good X is $5. So 3 units would be 3 times 5 is 15. That's what she has to pay. But the total benefit is what she would be willing to pay. So, therefore, the answer for B would be, what's the consumer surplus? What would she be willing to pay minus the difference of what she has to pay? So you take 3 times 5, because that's what she has to pay, 15. Hold that number. And then you take 18 plus 12. Sorry, I thought like you could see me pointing to the screen. 18 plus 12, which is 30, plus 24, which is 54. 54 minus 15 is 39. And that's how we get the answer for that one. Okay? Now C, assume the price of a bottle of water is $3 and the price of a good of unit X, or good X, is $6. The reason why they say good X is because they don't want it to be anything complimentary to give away answers or to throw people off like popcorn or something like that. So they just named it a no-name. All right? So if she spends her entire $30 on bottles of water and X, why would she not be maximizing her benefit when it's 2 bottles and 4 units of good X? Well, first of all, the water is $3. X is $6. So therefore, to get these tables even, we have to make it that each one of these goods would be the same price as if they were water. So essentially, we have to take the marginal benefit and halve them, because 3 is half of 6. So therefore, we take 24 and make it down to 12. And 18 becomes 9. And 12 becomes 6. And 6 becomes 2. And then 3 becomes 1, which we did for you in this table. Okay? Knowing that, the reason why is that this is not the ultimate combination is because for number C, the marginal benefit of each item is the same. However, you have to, like I said, you have to have it. So the 2 bottles of water equals 42. 4 units would be 54. Or you could do this, where you take the benefit per unit. So you take the 18 divided by 3, which is 6, is greater than 6 divided by 6, which is 1. Huh? Where did I get 6 divided by 6? Well, they said if she spends her entire budget on, if she buys 4 units, so you take 4 units, 6, divided by 6, which would be, the price would be 1. So that's how you get 1. So that's the benefit of getting that last one, would be 1. However, what we show here is 18 would be 3 units. 2 units of water divided by 18 shows a much higher benefit. So 2 units of water, okay, divided by 3, because that's the price, is $6. So you see the individual benefit per water is much higher than 4 units of X, which is only 1. Right? It's a little complicated to speak it out, but the numbers really show it pretty well when you do C. Okay? C1. The marginal benefit of each item is the same, however the price is twice as much. Thus Dana can gain more. Oh, okay. So once you have those properties like we did here, right away you could see that she's much happier to have more water because the marginal benefits are higher. Where over here, the marginal benefits are half what they were because we have to get the prices equal. So that might be another way to also explain that. So now you have $30. The price of good X is 6. The price of water is 3. So now we have $30 to spend. Okay? So with $30 to spend, we have to figure out the best combination. That's why I like these marginal analysis questions, because they really reflect how economics is the idea of making the most out of life. Getting what benefits you the most and what costs you the least. So right away, we know we want to eat up as much water as we can, because that makes Dana happy. So we definitely get the first 3 units, 24, 18, 12. Then we see, okay, 12 here. Now it's worth it to get a unit of X. Okay, do we still have money in our budget? Well, let's do some math. We did 3 units of water is $9, and then 1 unit of X is $6 with 15. We still have $15 left over. So we get another unit of X for $6, which is now $21. Okay? And we could still get another unit of X because it's 6, and that makes it 27, but we still have 3 to go. Now, 2 isn't as great as 6, so we buy another bottle of water, and therefore we go with 4 bottles of water and 3 bottles of item X. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense to you. All right? So therefore, that's the answer for number 2. The item, 3 units of X and 4 bottles of Y. Okay? So if you read this, once again, it explains it out to you. All right. Last question here is, they are complements. Why are they complements? This is a little complicated for that last point. I gotta admit, it's a little complicated for that last point. Well, we know in order to do this, you have to look up the cross-price elasticity. Try to remember, you're doing this at home with your computer, with your textbook, with your notes, with your packets. Okay? But once again, you have a computer. When you see cross-price elasticity, try to find the formula. Look these things up. That's the idea of giving you these part 2s. Believe it or not, generally when we review for the exam, if we were in school and in class and everything was normal, we'd be doing tons of part 2s because they bring in so many different ideas to help you understand and help really review by bringing in all these different ideas and concepts. Okay? So the idea here is in cross-price elasticity, all right, it's the change in the quantity demanded over the change in price. So now if the price is $3, if it's halved, okay, if the price is $3, now we have to take that same marginal analysis and divide it by 3 on this side. We leave water alone because the price hasn't changed. So now we have to take this and divide it by 3, okay? Why? Because the price is now $3. So now that becomes 12, 6, 4, 2, and 1. So using marginal analysis, once again, if she has the same $30, you could see she's going to get a bottle of water, 1 bottle of water, 2 bottles of water, 3 bottles of water. And then she's going to get 2 items of X. But she's also going to get another bottle of water because the price is evened out. She has more money in her budget. And she's going to even get a 5th bottle of water. Okay? Because here's the 3, and then here's 4. So therefore, it'd be 5 bottles of water, which is 15, okay, if she had $30. And she would also get 5 bottles of water, which is 5 times 3 is 15, okay? And at the same time, let me just check the question again. Oh, it's just calculating the cross price, right? Okay. So now we got 15, so she spent the $15. And at the same time, she would buy, essentially, she would buy 5 units of X, which is 15 as well, because it's $3 and that's 30. But what happened is now, by buying that extra bottle, going from 4 previously to 5 now, that would be increasing it by 1 unit. 1 out of 4 units is a 25% increase. What happened again? The price of unit X went down. So she was able to buy more X and also more bottles of water because her budget afforded it. Okay? So she was able to buy 5 bottles of water and 5 units of X. Okay? And that used up her budget because that's $30. But by increasing the amount of water by 1, she originally had 4. So 1 is 25% of 4. So therefore what you do is you take 25% divided by negative 50%. Why negative? Because the price went down by half. It went from 6 to 3. Okay? So that ends up with negative 0.5 or negative 50%. So if it's a negative number, they must be complementary. Okay? A lot in one question, all right? But we're just trying to prepare you. It's okay if you didn't get it right. That's why we're helping, and that's why we're explaining things out. So therefore, make the corrections, put it on, resubmit it, and therefore you'll get full credit, all right? But it's very important that you review this. If you still have questions, let me know. We're always here to help, and I can even walk you through the next ones. We can work with them together if you're getting that confused, all right? But once again, also in this one, so you may lose points, let's say if this was the actual one, on this last one. But these first couple questions, everybody should have got right. You just got to follow the directions, okay? Realize it says total benefit in the question, total benefit, but marginal benefit, and that doesn't match, okay? If this said total benefit, then you go, one thing you would notice, if this was asking you to do marginal analysis, the numbers would be increasing. They wouldn't be decreasing. It would be 20, it would be going like, at 1 it would be 3, and then it would be 6, and then it would be 12, and then it would be 18. These would be inverse, not the way they are. They are descending. They would be ascending. Okay? So if you still have questions, please let me know. Otherwise, I think we got them all done. Okay, we explained that. All right? And if you have questions, let me know. Otherwise, I hope you're well. Don't worry, it'll get better. This is stuff we haven't learned in a couple months with everything else going on. It's been a little chaotic. So we'll continue to work with these as we finish up. Make sure you do tomorrow night's homework. If you have any questions about it, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, be well. We'll speak to you soon.